Hello. Today I want to talk and share with you something very special. It's a new website and magazine called the Final Gear Review.org. My name is Michi, and you're welcome to Build Writing. So I want to share the publication opportunity, right? The website. Before I talk about the submission guidelines, let me quickly talk about the about of the website. And yeah, so the website is horror, right? Where every stream is carefully edited. It's a horror focused magazine. So they're looking if you write horror pieces, then that's what you submit to them. Okay, it's founded by one person staff. That's me, editor, designer, and occasional exorcist. This literary magazine specializes in horror fiction and poetry that rattles the bones and lingers after a ghost long after the lights go out. Inspired by a professor during my undergraduate English program whose passion for the strange, the airy, and the beautiful bleak awakened my own, right? And at the final year review, the coffees are always open. Okay, so that's the where the idea from the magazine came about. This is the homepage. The website looks nicely designed. It's designed by Squarespace. There's a link tree and there's an email. So it looks clean. Okay. One of the things I want to point out is the masthead. So the masthead, the magazine is is managed by and run by Amanda. I don't know how to pronounce her surname, but it's right. I don't murder the name. Yeah, but her name is Amanda, and Amanda Loesch. She's the managing editor, the creator of the magazine, and she created this magazine as a space where fiction and poetry can live. And yeah, so it's, I don't know what we'll call it, but I think it's a small magazine, independent magazine. I don't know what the name called a magazine that is run by a few individuals. In this case, it's not even a few, it's just one individual. But the website looks nice and presentable. And the other thing so let's go to the submission guidelines. So they accept fiction. Okay, did I say they? She accepts fiction and poetry, arts and digital content, non-fiction and academic essays. So for fiction, you submit horror in all its forms, dark fantasy, all the genres of horror fiction you have. You submit 500 to 4,000 words. Okay, longer submissions may be considered, but acceptance is less likely. So that's the word count. We talked about the genre. So you only need to submit original work only, right? Don't submit works that have been published on your personal blogs on social media. Simultaneous submissions are allowed, but please notify them once the work is accepted elsewhere. So you can only send one fiction at a time. You may submit again once you receive the response. So once you submit the first work and probably they accept or deny it, you can send another work again. So the formatting guidelines are there. You submit your story as a docx or doc or PDF file, and you can include your name, email address, and work count at the top of the document. Your title, your file, last name underscore title, right? So the response time is about 4 to 6 weeks, which is fast considering that it's run by an individual. The magazine doesn't pay now because they can't afford to. It's a labor of love, and so they cannot afford payment. And but one of the things I like is that even though they don't pay, they don't charge for submission. At least it's not written here anywhere. So to submit, you send your work to the final gear review at gmail.com with the submission line fiction submission with the title of your story, right? And you can send poetry, you can send horror poetry, you can send up to 3 poems per submission, no more than 100 lines per poem. The genre of the poetry could be from gothic, surreal, psychological, visceral, speculative, everything. And same laws apply to poetry. It has to be original work. They accept some simultaneous submissions, and you cannot send multiple submissions apart from, other than the fact that they accept 3 poems per submission. Once you've submitted the 3 poems, you wait for a response before you submit the next sets of poems. And at the same time, 4 to 6 weeks, they do not pay you. You retain the rights to your work, and yeah, and it's free, so they don't charge for submission. Everything is free. So it's called the finalgearreview.org, and that's the link to the website. And so you can check out the website. Let me know if you get accepted or denied, whatever the case might be. And yeah, so for all those of you who write horror fiction or horror poetry, this website, this magazine is for you. Thank you. And if you're not yet subscribe to Build Writing. And if you love to get notifications of all this in your email, you can join the newsletter at buildwriting.com/newsletter, or you can check the link in the description. Thank you.